Doing it well. Doing it well. Oh, yeah, better change that. Candy Thunder will be joining us today. Indeed. Plus, yeah, of course we'll still have Tony Spark. Of course we'll have Caden Thunder here as well. Got the whole crew in the hizzy today. The whole crew. But, curious. Those sirens? They're not as loud over here. Upstairs. What is your happy place? What is your happy place? Home with the kids, Jenny? Aruba? Darkest Mercy. That's a happy place. What's up, Jessica? How's Utah doing? Is Utah covered in snow too? Like the rest of the country? Candy is feeling better. No, not back to 100%, of course, but she's mobile. She is not here yet, but she will be soon. Mexico, Kiaji. Raya at your house, dancing, Amanda. Home with your dog, Ruby. The pool, Amanda. Oh, yeah. Just Cat, Rocky Mountain National Park is your happy place? Never been. Really want to go. Amanda hiking and different elves sitting in the green woods by the river with your dog. Man, the nature side of things would be very happy, just serene, right? Jessica, your home filled with family. From southern Utah, it's nice and 60s and dry. You lucky. We are above freezing today, so at least we got that. What's up, Elise? What's up? Port Arenas? Never heard of it. Crystal lost power down there in Florida for a few hours? No. Anywhere your cat is? Cunning Kate? There you go. Banshee with your husband and kids. Vampire, this live? Heck yeah, there you go. That was the correct answer. Currently in the room in the house, you're a tenant because the 3 cats are there. There you go. Yeah. Home buddy here. Happy places at home or at any beach. There you go. Don't have one, Nancy. You know, I think it's a kind of a hard thing to figure out. I have lots of them, I think. I think I have lots and lots of happy places, right? Dodger Stadium, you're the ace for me. Nice. At least this is the happy place. A great escape without travel. You know, that's a good point. You don't have to go there. I was thinking about that. Like having a happy place that is far away or a place that you don't get to go often is more complicated, obviously, right? You can't get to it as much. So creating your own happy place wherever you are, I think is probably an important skill to garner, right? Tater has arrived. Tony Spark, member for 30 months. The lake, and the beach. I knew it. The winter depression has set in. Charlie Diego, the shower. Bayfox Disney. Disney's a good one. It's just so many people. It's hard for me to like truly relax at a Disney type setting because of all the people. You know what I mean? Also, I mean, maybe if we were flying solo, like Candy Thunder and I went to Universal alone, that's different. But like as a dad, I'm on defense, like security mode, like large crowded areas. You know what I mean? Rotan, Honduras, America. Canada's Wonderland, Cali Night, other than home. Jessica walking in nature. Yeah. Where the family is, or top of Munro in Scotland. Ooh, nice. What's up, Pug Mom? Love your little home. Happy places here, man. When you can have a happy place at home, that's super important. Whenever you whenever home can't be your happy place, equally as important, just in the opposite direction, right? Like I think we've all been in a situation where you can't go home because it is not a happy place or a safe space for you, and that is not good for anyone. Steph cuddling with the 10-month-old baby girl. There you go. Selena, cutie, your home. Work to find, to create. Hey, Tater Rooney. Hi, babe. How are you? Here she comes. Hi, babe. Your hair looks very blonde today. She's getting set up here. Climbing the stairs. Yeah, well, when you've been sick and like not able to breathe fully, I bet. Batman, good audiobook coloring and some ganja. Yeah. Justine, how's everything going? It's going well. Tater Rooney is mobile again. She is here. Candy lives, Yoko. Yes. Not back to 100%, but, well, I'll let her define that here. What would you define your current health level at?
Oh, 100%.
100%?
Totally.
Yeah, for sure.
No, I'm just out of breath from walking up this flight of stairs, so.
I mean, there's only 1,000 of them, so,
Yeah. No, but I'm feeling much better. My body aches are gone, so that. Yeah. I'm good with, I can handle the sinus part. Just the body aches were like the worst thing ever.
She woke up this morning and said, my body doesn't hurt. Mm-hmm. Well, that's a big deal. That is a big, big deal. What is your happy place, Tater?
Oh, that's easy. With you guys. With my fam.
No matter where? I'm good. Just with us?
Yeah. With you and the kiddos.
Mercy, hubby spent 16 hours on I-20 in Louisiana Monday night, slept in the truck. Oh, yeah, because it was all just standstill, right? Nancy, we did. We got quite a bit of snow. School has been canceled for 3 days now.
Yeah.
Elise says she just got nailed. That's also her happy place. Doesn't feel like herself without good nails.
I heard that.
My mom, both, girl.
I talked my mom into the Gel X nails.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but yeah.
I know. And she did it, and I was so proud of her. So
nice.
And then she came and got Navy. Navy's going crazy too, stir crazy.
Crazy.
She came and picked Navy up, and they're going to make cookies because we ate them all according to Navy, and she didn't get her fair share of the ones that she made with my mom last week.
Okay. There have been several cookie baking rounds over the snowy weekend and this week.
3 to be exact.
Yeah, because we got some Valentine ones to cook too, and those disappeared.
Yeah.
But I got to say, at least when Navy came up here with me, was it Monday? Yeah, Monday. She didn't come up here with me yesterday. But
yeah,
she's been handling it pretty well.
She's the trooper.
The being stuck. Mm-hmm. And I know she loves to go to school and loves her friends and thrives on routine, right? But she's been doing pretty well. It hasn't been as crazy as like Christmas break crazy. That's a different kind of thing. It's different.
Yeah, no, she said she likes the snow, but that she doesn't like that it stops school. I was like, I know.
That makes sense. And also we had our one snow playtime, except that we had our one snow playtime. I told you guys about that Monday night. I threw snow up in the air. It landed like right on her neck, and I tried to get it out, but I just loosened it and it went down her shirt, and that was tears, screaming. It was over.
She's told everyone that she's encountered about that story. That? She told my mom as soon as she walked in.
Said it was my fault, of course.
Yeah, Daddy threw snow down my shirt.
That's how. Yeah.
And I was like, that's not what happened.
It's not accurate at all. But after that, she hasn't wanted to go out and play in it again. Now she has done a thing where when she does her bath kind of thing, we'd fill up like a big bowl of snow and bring it in and let her play with it then, and it just melts and goes down the drain. It's all fine.
She throws snowballs at the shower door.
Yeah. And that she has been perfectly content with. So it's been great. Aaron, I am recording. Thank you.
Yeah, you traumatized her.
Apparently, but it's not. It wasn't ever good like play snow. We built a couple mountains and that was it. And we built one in the shade and one in the sun to experiment and see which one melts first.
I love that.
We're seeing how it'll go. Let me bounce back to QD for just a moment, and then we'll let everybody get filed in, and we'll get started here while Candy Thunder catches her breath. Flower Power, thanks so much for the club cheers and the heart maze. Jero Mama, Randy, Jersey Blind Girl, Megan, Andromeda Amber, and Nay, dropping the bolts. Myra Catalina, Jennifer Nesbitt, Sherry Sosa, Cindy Lou, CT Civil, Rock Wolf. Thank you so much for the bolts. Greatly appreciate the love. Tammy Bigler, Anna Hartman dropping a hundo. Crystal Museum Girl, Rockwolf again there. Angie, Anna Hartman dropping a whole bunch more. Joyce Brown, Callie Knight, Kia G. You guys are amazing. We have an initial goal on the TikTok side of 45 hundo bolts to get lightning round with Caden Thunder rocking here. YouTube side, we got a goal of 15 super chats, 5 and up for a cake story with Tony Spock feedback. We're going to be trying to give Tater as many breaks as possible today because yeah, it's different. And just catching your breath after talking is going to be a thing today because You're all good. Linja Turtle, Harsh Mom, thank you.
I feel like I have to be here because Tony Spark is coming for my job.
Oh, I told him today that I was like, hey, Candy mentioned that you had messaged her and said if she wasn't feeling up to coming in today that you and Caden could run things. And and she was like, well, now I just feel like you're coming for my job.
I have to park my ass in the seat when Tony's over here breathing down my neck.
Claim the throne. He had fun.
He's not. He's just trying to help me out. But it's funny.
He had a good time. Home with the fur babies. Pause for pause. Yeah. You know who has been super clingy lately? Luna. The 90+ pound doodle has been very, very clingy.
I was thinking about it and I was like, last time I was sick, she did the same thing. Yeah. Not yet.
Not yet what?
I know what you're thinking, but not yet.
I'm not thinking anything.
Okay.
What are you thinking?
Nothing. Not yet.
Not yet. I don't know what that means. I'm just kidding. I know exactly what that means. All right, we'll get ready for story time here. What did Tony Sparks say here? Not true. Not true. Fake news. Most kids like that at Stop School. She loves spending time with her friends. She absolutely loves it and thrives on it. And when she doesn't get to see them for a certain amount of time, she starts losing her shit. And they dropping over 250 bolts and still going there. We're rocking and rolling. We're going to get that lightning round open up. Cheeky Island Girl, Steph, Alley Cat, Gerald Mama, thank you guys so much. We will go ahead and get started here. Coming up, we have stories about covering rent for roommates, shaming coworkers, deleting pictures from social media, disagreements over days off, not going to the hospital with your spouse, asking or rather not asking parents' permission for marriage, and we have a spicy story, lightning round with Kate and Thunder, and cake stories. LFG, let's freaking rock and roll. First goal on the TikTok side, as we mentioned, is 4.5K bolts for a lightning round. On the YouTube side, we are going for super goals, 15, 5 and up. To start for a cake story, the share goal is 15 hundo again. TikTok has been, how should we say, limping along because of, data center problems on their end there. So all of that to say, we need your help more now than ever. Sharing with your friends and helping us get in front of people. We are starting to post content again, fresh content now, on Facebook as well. So we're starting to grow that and really trying to grow that in response to TikTok kind of petering out, falling off. Not sure what's happening there, but we're diversifying a bit there. So if you haven't followed the Dusty Thunder Show page on Facebook and you're on Facebook, please go follow that as well. We'll be posting there too. Reminder today, keep chat positive and respectful. Everybody, of course, is going to have their own opinion. We want you to share that opinion in a respectful way. It costs absolutely nothing to be a DFHB, which is a decent effing human being. And no politics, no spoiling stories. Mods are at the ready to mute or boot if they need to. Don't tempt them. They love to use those powers. Get out your brooms. Peter, yeah, I don't know. Turquoise, yeah, it's been tripping hard. Rexy, you didn't miss it. She does feel better. She is here. We have Tater in the chair. No. HMH, no. Not Preggers. Not Preggers. Ash dropping over 200 bolts, still going. Grim getting ready to hit 300. Jamie, Rockwolf, Moonraker, Sabs, Sahasrala. Thank you guys so much. Ash, I see you there too. Thank you. Scout in the house now, just jumping in. Welcome. Let's go ahead and get going. Hey there, it is Dusty Thunder. I have a story for you. This one is, am I the astronaut for refusing to pay my roommate's share of rent after she quit her job? Poll worthy. Yes. Who would like to start one? Are you on it? Yep. Tater Rooney. Tater's getting a poll started up here. YouTube side, please. Vote with a comment. Am I the astronaut for refusing to pay my roommate's share of rent after she quit her job? Your mic is enabled, by the way. Quite all right. Linja, thanks for the floating hearts. Aaron, thanks for the floating heart too. Appreciate that. Well, you didn't get snow in Wisconsin? That seems like things are backwards, right? Caitlin, first time you've made it to a live, welcome. Welcome to the live. Darkest Mercy. Yeah, you know what? We only just within like the past week really started posting there again. So we're making a run at it. We're going to try to build it up, make it its own independent thing. We're not going live there yet. Eventually, yes. Becky says, NTA, you don't quit a job unless you can walk into another. Yeah, and you know what? There are plenty of good reasons to quit, like on the spot, but you cannot place the financial burden of that decision on your roommates. So I'm NTA on this. NTA for refusing to pay roommate share of rent after she quit her job. Poll results are as such.
NTA by 92%. The other ones aren't even worth mentioning.
There you go.
And I'm also NTA. I have not heard the story before. So
she can participate in voting today.
Yes.
All right, let's dive in. Am I the astronaut for refusing to pay my roommate share of rent after she quit her job? Hi, I'm Crystal, 19 female, and I live with a roommate, 21 female, I met through student housing. I'll try to keep this short, but honestly, this whole situation has been stressing me out, so sorry if I ramble a bit. Basically, I work part-time, and I'm pretty careful with money. I don't make much, but I also don't spend much. I've always been scared of not having savings in case something goes wrong. My roommate knows this, mostly because I don't go out much, and I usually say I can't afford random stuff. A couple of weeks ago, she quit her job. Not because anything serious happened, she just said she hated it and that it wasn't good for her mental health. I get that jobs can be awful, but she didn't have anything lined up after that. She still kept going out, ordering food, buying clothes, all of it. I honestly don't understand how someone can feel okay spending money when they don't have any income. If it were me, I'd be in full save everything mode until I found another job. Last week, she realized she couldn't pay her part of the rent. Big surprise, right? She came into my room crying and asked if I could cover her share just for this month. I kind of froze. I told her I couldn't. I tried to explain that, yes, I have savings, but that money isn't extra. It's literally all I have in case something happens. I don't buy myself certain things on purpose so I can have that safety net, and now I'm supposed to spend it fixing her irresponsibility? That just doesn't feel fair to me. She went quiet and then said something like, I thought savings were for situations like this.
okay.
That really annoyed me, even though I didn't say it out loud. I told her I thought savings were for emergencies you don't choose, not for situations you create for yourself. Maybe that was too harsh, I don't know. I suggested she talk to the landlord or ask her parents, but she just seemed irritated. Since then, she's been really distant. I've heard from a mutual friend that she's been telling people I'm selfish and that I have money but won't help. A couple of people have hinted that I should have helped at least a little bit, and now I'm second-guessing myself. Part of me feels bad because, yeah, I technically could help, but another part of me feels like if I do, I'm basically being punished for her being irresponsible, or I'm basically being punished for being responsible. I don't know. Maybe I handled it badly. Tata, what say you?
I say we're right. It's definitely NTA. No, tell her to return her clothes that she bought. Because what the fuck? If you do this once, you're gonna be on the hook every month, and you are never gonna get that money back. Sorry, but she doesn't seem responsible enough to repay her debts or to take the situation seriously. But it does sound like you're going to need a new roommate because.
Mm-hmm. I wonder do you get to choose your roommate? I hope so.
Yeah, I was also wondering if it's the roommate who's like if it's the lease is by roommate or if it's for like you went in on the lease together.
In which case,
and you're both responsible and on the hook because that would end badly. You. Yeah.
But hopefully it is an individual setup where you're not going to be penalized for her
I hope so.
idiocy. The line, I thought this is what savings were for.
Somebody else's savings are to cover your ass because you're irresponsible.
It's not other people's savings.
No.
That's not how that works. And look, the fact that she came to you before going to mom and dad or before talking to landlord or before anything else tells me that she thinks you're the weak link.
I also think it's super important that you don't tell people that you have savings.
That's true. How did she know?
Of the utmost importance that is not something you reveal to people, especially people that you haven't known and cannot fully trust for a long time. So, because they will always be asking for a handout if they are this type of person, which is what she feels like, that this is her thing.
Yeah. This is, if you had done it, you would have She asked you because she thought you were the weak link.
Yeah.
And she would have taken advantage of you over and over and over again. You know everything you need to know. No one else's opinion really fucking matters. And if somebody's hinting that you should have done something,
they don't have the full story.
Why didn't they?
Yeah.
Did they do anything to help? Because it's just as much their responsibility as it is yours, which is not at all. It's her responsibility. She can get it figured out. No, it is. No, your savings is not to bail out irresponsible people.
I also like to point out that OP is 19 and roommate is 21. Mm-hmm. Even though it's just 2 years, she's got 2 years on this girl that's refusing to pay her part of the rent and is still more mature and more responsible. No, OP, do not do it because you will regret it and you will never get the money back. 100%.
Now, if you are in a situation where the lease is on both of you equally and it's not a individual setup, then you're probably going to have to talk to the landlord and let them know what's going on here.
Yeah, I agree with OP. I can't imagine not having a job, spending like frivolously,
and then spending like you do have a job,
weaponizing someone's savings against them. Like you're the trifecta of assholes. So
she was trying to make you her sugar mama.
What the fuck? Yep, you give an inch, she'll take a mile. 100%. Don't do it.
I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. And again, all of this kind of hinges on the lease agreement, right? How much of it you would actually be affected by, but it doesn't make it your job. She needs to talk to her parents, and her parents are going to be like, why the hell would you keep spending money when you quit your job? She'd be like, I don't know. I thought something would come along. Yes, just you thought you were going to trip over a bag of money and everything would be totally fine. Not everyone can be as lucky as Tony Spark in a Sam's parking lot. Was it a 50? Is that what you found? 3 50s? Were they rolled up with like powder on them or? Not that lucky. Oh my gosh. Oh,
yes, Nicole, that's exactly. That's
what gravy.
Every time I hear Candy say, don't do it, I hear Joey saying it to Chandler. Mm-hmm. Still can't watch Friends. I'm still not ready.
Not there yet?
No.
We did for a little bit. Right now, Schitt's Creek is the comfort show.
No, it felt good. We watched it on YouTube TV or something.
What?
Friends? Yeah. We watched a couple episodes on TV, but yeah, it's still.
If you let it run like the YouTube TV setup where it's not in sequence, you're not running through the seasons, it's like a randomized order that they show them in. That feels like the way you should enjoy it, right? Candy Thunder did put a decent dent in Rookie this weekend.
I did. I Hulu'd and chilled, and it was glorious. So it's Ava's show. She's been after me for a year, literally, to watch it, and I finally got enough time to not do anything. With the snow and being sick, and we watched like 3 seasons of The Rookie. I'm not gonna lie.
Are you caught up?
I'm damn close. I really love it. It's like, so it has enough lightheartedness and seriousness to keep me entertained.
It is entertaining.
There's it gives me lighthearted Grey's Anatomy vibes, and I always loved Grey's for that. So
you're right. Yeah, she does have a crush on somebody in The Rookie. Is that what you watched?
But I'm mad at him right now for what he did to Chin. So, but I also
He's
said
still a good guy.
That the self-deprecating, that's what he very much is, like hates himself or makes himself want to be a better man and holds himself to a higher standard, holding himself to a higher standard, which is what you do. True. And I was like, that's it. That's my thing.
You love.
That's my thing.
I love a self-deprecating man. I mistook that for self-defecating man, and
Jesus.
It's a different kind of thing. It's different.
The West Wing is on my next list. So, it sounds like the chicken is out. It sounds like we're sometime for a lightning round, I think.
Yep.
Turn me off.
I think it is like, and the gift goal did reset, but I think Tony Spark caught it before it went there. So we'll do a little bit of catch up there. We haven't seen Tulsa King. We haven't seen Landman. There's a lot of stuff we haven't seen. Mayor of Kingstown. We've got to watch as well. Yeah. Okay. we'll dive in here and get some thanks for that goal being met, and then we'll dive into lightning round. Do you have that list on you, Tony Spark? Tony, can I steal that? Oh, I've got to swipe instead of scroll. Okay, he screenshotted it. Look at this guy. All right, in the number one spot for hitting the bolt goal on the TikTok side, we got Grim at 769. We got McKay at 689 in the number two spot. I'm sure this isn't an accurate list, but we're going to go through it. Violet in the number three spot. Then we got Ash, the kitchen witch. N.A., Sam Gilmore, Rock Wolf, Cheeky Island Girl, Anna Hartman, Joyce Brown, Pinky, Johanna, Sherry Sosa, Sabs, Steph, Just Mags, Tammy Bigler, Cindy, Lou, Kristen Museum Girl, Denise Burkhardt, Jersey Blind Girl, Vanessa Rivera, Alita, CT Civil. Thank you guys so much for helping us get there. I know there are more. Let me do some catch up on that side right now. Giuseppe Sunita, Pinky, Jenny Lee, Sam Gilmore dropping a bunch more bolts there. Thank you. Aunt Sue, Ash the Kitchen Witch dropping 292 and one get-go there. Sam with more, Scarlet Ray, Irene, Swish, Sahasrala, Rock Wolf, Pinky again there, Swish again there. Thank you guys so much for the love. Let me get a new goal set up because that one is no longer applicable. The next one is going to unlock a spicy reward story and confetti. Let me get that set up right now. Spicy story plus confetti. We've only done confetti like one other time here in the new office. I've been spending a lot of time in the studio getting it almost all the way set up. Just a little bit further to go.
Bayfox, I can confirm that Tony has not calmed down from Sunday. He is still going.
Yeah, still going. He says, I have no comment. No comment. We are going for 25 hundo finger hearts to unlock that spicy reward story. All right, ladies and gents, you know how this goes, right? Unless this is your first time ever watching one of our live streams, we have something special for you. It is called Lightning Round. It's time, baby. It's time. All right. This is a collection.
You bring the lightning, I bring the round. We go around.
There we do it. Yeah, that's how we do. This is a collection of short stories, very short, and we only have a very limited amount of time to give feedback. The end of that time to give feedback will be marked by the sound of Jean-Luc Peacock, which sounds like that. So that's how it will be.
Whoever loses has to do a backwards handstand.
Well, you're going to have to be the one who attempts that. I can tell you that right now.
I won't be losing.
Tell you that for free. My hair does move. Look. It indeed does move. I don't have helmet head today. Okay, here we go. Lightning round story number one. Am I the astronaut for not wanting my fiance's work wife to attend our wedding? My fiance has this coworker who calls herself his work wife. At first I ignored it, but now they text until midnight about things that definitely aren't work-related. When we sat down to finalize the guest list, I told him she is the one person I do not want there. He completely flipped out and told me I'm being insecure and that excluding her would ruin his professional reputation with the rest of the team. I feel like our wedding should be a safe space without my worrying about their inside jokes all night. He thinks I'm being controlling, but I think he is crossing a major line. Am I actually overreacting?
It sounds like the most important person on your wedding day for your husband is not you, but is his coworker. So maybe you should think about that.
There are lots of red flags here. Like him throwing a fit about it, him saying that you're overreacting, and instead of trying to understand where you're coming from.
Immediate defensiveness.
If the only fuel behind that for him is worried about his professional reputation, he needs to find a different way to approach this other than attacking your feelings.
He's cheating.
Is he cheating? Is that what's going on here?
That's what I think. He thinks he's cheating.
Well, what do you guys think? Is he cheating? What does Jean-Luc Peacock think? I think Jean-Luc Peacock agrees. Okay, here we go. Second story. Am I the astronaut for asking my dad to delete a picture of my feet off of his phone? Well, this is weird already. My dad frequently makes fun of my feet, which has been starting to make me feel self-conscious about them, so I keep on telling him to stop. I'm sure it's like, stop, depending on the age of OP here. Today, he showed me a picture he had taken of my feet without my knowledge and was yet again making fun of them. I told him to stop and delete the picture of my feet from his phone. He ignored me and continued to watch TV, so I kept on asking him to give me his phone so I could delete the picture, but he got annoyed as I was distracting him from watching TV. He said I was making a big thing out of nothing. I'm not sure what to do as he won't listen. Am I the astronaut for being annoyed about this? We do not know the age of OP. Thoughts?
Stop.
Why are you taking pictures of your kids' feet?
It's weird.
To make fun of them.
It's weird. And it's weird that it's weird because that's weird. And I would say that is pretty weird. Yeah, I think it's not as weird that he's doing it. You know, it's a normal jokey thing. He's just trying to make fun of his daughter. It is what it is. But when she asks him to stop and communicates that it's not comfortable and he still keeps doing it and then gets weird about it, I don't know. I would rather but burn it.
Look, I think if
the story.
If your kid tells you something really bothers them and it's making them self-conscious and they're obviously really bothered by it, you just stay away from it.
Yeah.
Your own self-enjoyment is just torturing them, and at some point, this is going to become why doesn't my kid talk to me?
He might not realize also how weird it seems, because it seems weird.
Jean-Luc is not a fan of feet. Lightning round number 3. It was her dad. She can't leave this.
It was her dad. Yeah, and that's why it was weird. It was her dad.
We don't know how old OP is, so that kind of would change a lot of things. Hey, Sam Gilmore, by the way, dropping 370 of the finger hearts. Hey,
heck yeah.
Hey, yo. All right. Lightning round story number 3. Am I the astronaut for not allowing my boyfriend to get a dog? That's right. The word was allowing. Me, female 25, and my boyfriend, male 26, are thinking of moving in together in the coming months. He always dreamed of getting a how do you say this word? Samoyed?
Samoyed?
Is that how you say it? Samoyed? Dog? But I absolutely despise dogs as I think that they smell, don't give you any personal space, and they make the whole house stink like dog. I already have 2 male cats and my boyfriend is fine with them. The problem is that now my boyfriend thinks it's unfair that I get to live with the animals I always want, and he doesn't. I think I'm not the asshole, as he doesn't have any dog of his own yet. I obviously would have taken it upon myself if he already had a dog he owned, and I always was very honest about my opinion on dogs since the beginning of our relationship.
Yeah.
Am I the astronaut in this situation? It's a big fluffy white puppy.
I think you're... I don't know. I don't think you're not the astronaut, but I don't think you are the astronaut. But...
We don't know
But
why.
you're not going to get that dog. You're not going to get that dog.
No, boyfriend's going to get the dog, and you're going to lose a boyfriend. Is what's going to happen here, because how strongly does he feel about this? And also, I think you're going to have to go into the context of why. So far, all OP has said is that they stink. Basically, a puppy is a huge commitment.
At the same time, she had pets first, and they both moved into or are thinking of moving in together. They're not moved in together yet, with the predetermined context that she did have 2 cats, which can affect having a dog. I mean, everybody knows dogs and cats, you know, they can, well, fuck what I was going to say.
We have dogs and cats and they're fine. It's not a beginner dog. I think it's one of those things where animals are a 2 yes, 1 no situation, right? You got to either come together on this or it's the beginning of parting ways.
A Samoyed? We don't know how to pronounce the breed of the dog, but
it's a Samoan dog. Just kidding. It's not. All right, here we go. Lightning round story number 4. Am I the astronaut for not inviting my best friend to my birthday party? I planned a small birthday dinner. My best friend has a habit of dominating events, turning them into her spotlight and criticizing my choices. Because of that, I did not invite her this year. When she found out, she was furious and said I was betraying our friendship. I wanted my birthday to be a low stress and enjoyable, and honestly, I was scared she would ruin it. Yeah. And I went perfectly without her, but I still feel guilty. Others say I did the right thing for my own mental health, but I wonder if I overreacted. Am I the astronaut for excluding my best friend to protect my own happiness?
Is it really your best friend if you can't invite them to your own goddamn birthday party?
He's channeling Tony Spark here.
It's just...
He's like, this girl sucks.
Yeah.
This girl sucks.
What? Yeah.
Now this... Look, I think... this is a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? Exactly what you were afraid was going to happen happened just without her being there. As soon as she found out, what did she do? She tried to make it all about herself anyway.
She's like a fungus.
The birthday went fine. It went great. You're just feeling guilty about it now, but I think she proved to you why you shouldn't feel guilty.
Let her go.
And maybe this will be enough pain to create some change within her.
She's
Probably
cheating.
not. Probably not. She's cheating. That's a good question. Sammy Yude. Okay. Did she decide she's your best friend, or did you decide she was your best friend, or did she? Yeah. Oh, that's a beautiful.
That is
dog.
a really nice looking.
Can I pet that dog?
I would like that dog. It's not a starter dog.
Well, I get it.
I would like
It's a 2 yes, 1 no though. That's like getting a pet when you're a couple is a 2 yes, 1 no thing, but you have to be willing to get to that conclusion together, right? Otherwise, it's gonna create resentment.
What's that one type of dog? It's like poofy and it's got the poofy butt.
Help me out.
I don't think that's it.
Poofaboodian?
A poofy butt. It's got little legs. Poofy butt.
Like
Corgi. I want a corgi. I would like a corgi or a pug.
I could see you as a pug, Dad.
I name him Frank.
Frank the pug. All right, ladies and gents, that is Lightning Round with Kate and Thunder. Let's give him a round of applause.
Wow, that was quick.
That was quick. There was 4 on there.
Wow.
Yeah, Tony Sparks shorted us one story on Lightning Round.
Wow.
I was in the process of finding that fifth.
Shorted me around and everything. Took away my 5th round. What is this? The take away Caden's 5th round party?
I didn't want the feedback to go too
Oh, brother. Give me a break.
All right.
You guys have a great day.
Kate and Thunder, ladies and gentlemen. Dude's hilarious, yeah. Jean-Luc is angry. Jean-Luc is angry. Frank from MIB, yeah, you name him Frank. You'd love to have a Newfoundland? There's so many dogs I don't know about. I know the ones that we have. Welcome back, Tater.
Hi.
What's the big shit-eating grin for?
Nothing.
No reason?
No.
Just happy to be back?
Yeah. Just thinking about dogs.
Just thinking about dogs.
Yeah.
Can I pet that dog?
Yeah.
So, Luna Doodle has been super, super clingy, which happens when Candy Thunder's sick, but I think it also has to do with we were home pretty much all day, every day, much more than the normal weekend routine. So she was like, "You're here to love me more." And then Oliver, Oliver is her paparazzi. He literally just is always one step behind her, but always right there.
I was telling my brother this, but I was like, it is so, like, when the weather is bad and the dogs can't go outside and run. Luna has, but not as much as she normally would. Can't take them on walks, can't get them out of the house. And though my 2 got in a fight the other night over a stuffed rabbit. Anybody knows the story about Luna, it's on Dusty's page, but like she had a rabbit friend in our backyard. And Al got rid of the rabbit friend.
And then dropped its decapitated body on the ground.
In our backyard. So Luna has this stuffed rabbit. My sister bought it for her, like, after this happened. And so she's had this stuffed rabbit for years. She played with it for like a year, and then it never got played with again. It's been in the basket. Oliver goes and gets the rabbit out of the basket and has decided to make it his toy. He picks a toy and it's his toy until the toy is no more. And so he's had this for like a month maybe. And Luna decided that she was going to take it back, and sat on it and waited for Oliver to come near her, and then growled. Never heard this dog growl in her life. And growled, and then Oliver growled back, and then they went at it. Luna got her paw like injured in the scuffle. Oliver was wound up.
They never fight. Like this.
They're like they became like the best of friends the moment we brought Luna home. And like this, I was like, okay, so I had to separate them. This was Monday night after you left for the live. and I had to separate them. And I was like, I don't have the energy for this bullshit coming from both of you. I'm disappointed in both of you. And Oliver was like trying to look at Luna. He's like, she did it. And I was like, so I threw the bunny.
Luna's like this.
Yeah, damn bunny foo-foo. I threw her away. And they both looked at me like, why? Why, Mom? And I'm like, you know why.
Luna's got this look down.
And I was like, God, these are like siblings 100%. Like they're the best of friends, but they were like, we've had enough. We've been around each other way too fucking much. But I was like, Luna, you didn't play with the bunny for 3 years. It's been sitting in a basket. And she's like, well, I didn't know. I just wanted it.
She's got the toddler mentality. When she sees somebody else playing with something that she wants, she's like, this mine. Right? Like that's just.
But it's so funny that my 90-pound dog walked away like with her paw. I think it got scratched. And that's exactly what happened. And Oliver walked away with his ears all perked up. Like, what the fuck just happened?
So typically, Jess, like Oliver, the smaller dog, is typically the more dominant one when it comes to like
absolutely
owning toys. We call it his bitch. He gets a little nugget toy most of the time. He makes it his bitch, and he like will get his stank all over it, and then he's got to rip all the stuffing out and flatten it out, right?
They're so dramatic, 100%.
It is very, very dramatic, but he's very territorial about his toy. He always has one at a time, and Luna, she knew what was going to happen.
She's been playing this game. She played it with his last toy, too, but when she gets bored, like if anyone owns a doodle, if they get bored, they get mischievous, and that was her. She was sitting on it, but I think she wanted it. I wasn't going to have any more fighting. So if that happens with a toy, it's better just throw it away, in my opinion. But because they're still going to fight over it, even if I give it to Luna and tell Oliver no. Like,
well, and they see red in that moment. They see red.
No, they're animals and not.
Yeah,
not pets. So.
And Nerd Dad dropped the 5 on the YouTube side. Best present my wife got me was a puppy. She's my 150-pound Irish Wolfhound lapdog. The big ones always think they're lapdogs. It's hilarious.
I love it.
That's
a big dog.
It's either a dog
it's
with
1.5 a Luna.
Big dog syndrome or small dog syndrome, right? It's either way.
Yes.
Doodles are very mischievous. I will say, whenever Navy Thunder and I went out and played in the snow, we brought Luna out too.
She loves the snow.
She frolics like a puppy. Like she will run full speed and just like kick the
ice crystals hanging from everywhere.
Yep. And
she loves to eat it. When people come back inside, she lines up at the door to eat the crystals that fall off the boot.
Snow cones.
Yep.
It's got to have the snow cones. Okay, we'll dive back into stories. Yep. All right, we are ready for the next story. I think I'm on to officially number 2. Is that right, Tony Spock? Okay, here we go. A couple of catch-ups here. Alita, Anna Maria Ortiz, Ansu, Kristen, Anna Hansen, Snoops, Dark Angel, Fane, Sam Gilmore dropped 308 of the finger hearts. Dark Angel, Asylum Baby, Sydney, thank you guys so much for the love. CT Civil, Life with Lala, Emily Ray, Sam Gilmore dropping another 370 there. Damn, making a run at it, Sam, making a run. All right, here we go. Hey there, it is Dusty Thunder with yet another story for you. This one is, am I the astronaut for weaponizing a cancer patient to shame my coworkers? That sounds like a rage bait title, don't it? Shall we? I don't think we need to poll this one. Am I the astronaut for weaponizing a cancer patient to shame my coworkers? If not rage bait, why rage bait shaped? Okay, so I work as a pseudo manager at a large general store. Pseudo because I'm in the process of it, which basically means I have a large chunk of responsibilities of a manager, but I don't get paid like one, and I'm only in charge when certain people aren't around. Also, in case it's important, we all work night shift when the store is closed and we don't have any customers. We close after 12 to stock the shelves. Anyways, one of our janitors is an elderly man, let's call him Monty, in his late 60s. He's old, he complains a lot, but he's a pretty nice guy. Unfortunately, though, he was recently diagnosed with cancer and has started chemotherapy. This is something everyone knows because, 1, he told everybody, and 2, the man already looked like a skeleton before. It's even worse now. Now, Monty still insists on coming to work despite his insurance and the fact that he's eligible for work leave. I don't know why. That's just his choice. Obviously, however, he's a bit slower than he used to be. One of Monty's biggest pet peeves is the fact that he has to sometimes re-clean the bathrooms, the break room, and countertops sometimes more than 6 to 8 times a night because our fellow associates will just leave massive messes after break. They don't do this because they hate Monty or anything. They do it regardless of who's on shift. I've tried reporting it to actual managers since I don't officially have any power or authority, but it's always the same old, well, I didn't see it, and I don't know who truly did it, so I can't talk to them, but that's about it. Oh, hang on. Well, I didn't see it, and I don't know who truly did it, so I can talk to them, but that's about it. When I'm able to, I will re-clean some of the areas for Monty, but I've got my own stuff to do. A lot of it's time sensitive, and I can't keep delaying things to help poor old Monty. Recently, however, I've started doing this thing where when I see people leave a mess, I'll say, as snarky as I can, oh, that cancer guy's going to love cleaning this, and then go about my day. This has gotten a lot of people to clean up at least some of their messes. This has actually caused a few of my coworkers to get pissed at me, however, for trying to guilt them into doing Monty's job for him. To which, I don't know. Yeah, he's a janitor, but just because you have a janitor at your work doesn't mean you need to act like an unsupervised toddler and leave messes everywhere. Originally, I didn't think I was the asshole. However, quite a few of my coworkers have started saying I am, and some have even tried to report me to management. Some have even gone as far as to say that I'm weaponizing a cancer patient to make people feel bad. And when you put it like that, I do feel like an asshole a little bit. But I don't know. Monty hasn't said anything, and he knows what I've been saying, but he could just be being nice. But enough people are starting to call me an asshole, and I'm starting to feel like one. So, Reddit, am I the astronaut? Jenna saw the galaxy. It was baller. Thank you very much. Thoughts about this story, Tater Rooney?
NTA, just on the one thing alone, the fact that these adults are pitching a fit because they don't want to clean up after themselves. I don't care if you have, I don't know. I could never make a mess and not pick up after myself, like in a place like my office or whatever the case may be. Like I'm not going to make this giant mess and then be like, well, we have a janitor, so I'm not going to worry about it.
Yeah.
Like that just feels gross on a level to me personally. So for me, this is NTA, and I would be like, no, we're not doing this. Clean up your own fucking mess and quit acting like a toddler. 100%.
Yeah, NTA for me as well. And I think, look, if people are trying to use the cancer part of this to get you into trouble, they're actually the ones weaponizing his cancer against you. It's not you. You are using it to highlight the fact how ridiculous and absurd their laziness is.
And we have no idea why he could want to work because he just wants to feel some kind of normalcy in his life with what he's going through. He could have to work because he needs his insurance. Like, we don't know, but you bet your ass if there's someone in our job that is going through chemotherapy that I'm going to make it as easy on them as possible to do their job. And it involves not being a fucking adult who feels entitled to leave a mess. Like he's there to clean the office. He's not there to clean up individual messes after lazy adults.
Jess, yeah, the leave it better than you found it mentality, I think is fading away, unfortunately. But this is
my mom would come for me 100%.
OP, I would say, like, look, if you're starting to feel bad because of the cancer part of this, drop the cancer part of it and just say, what was his name, Jerry? Monty. Well, I was way off.
I was like, where did Jerry come from?
I don't know. I would just say Monty. Well, Monty's going to love cleaning this up. It's not his job. Look, he has plenty to do without you guys creating new messes for him. Are you creating new messes because you think he doesn't have anything to do? Also, it is not his fucking job to come in here and pick up the shit you were too lazy to pick up for yourself. It's his job to come up here and get stuff that might have accidentally fallen off the table or something, or a crumb that was left behind. It is not his job to come fucking pick up your chip bag and your empty fucking cup that you left behind because you can't fathom being a DFHB and doing the bare fucking minimum, and that's cleaning up after yourself. That is the bare minimum, cleaning up after yourself.
So instead of actually cleaning up after themselves, they would rather go to management, like reporting you to management, taking time out of their day to make sure they're gossiping about you, asking them to clean up. So instead of cleaning up after themselves, they want to turn it into something rather than just taking the 30 seconds to clean up their mess. Like, sounds like you work with a bunch of assholes.
It also sounds, it does. And
who don't like being called out for being messy.
Well, it's not hard. Like, it takes less work to clean up your mess than it does to make the fucking mess. Like, how hard is it, and why are they so so against it? I don't.
This is like me asking Navy to clean up something, and she just like looks at me and she's like, I just don't really want to. I'm like, that's not how it works, babe.
Yeah. Too bad it's your stuff. I've been trying to be more mindful about her picking up her own stuff. And She's getting there. We saw. I think it was a meme or something the other day about steps that we had to hang on to because it was perfect.
No, it was on the Rookie.
Oh, it was on the Rookie.
That's the only thing we've seen in the past 5 days.
What was the quote?
It was asking her husband to do something for her because she had already met her step quota for the day.
Yeah, she used up all of her steps already that
Yeah.
day. Yeah, I think it's great. Can you get that for me? I already used up all my steps. I think that's great. There's, I don't know. It's just inconsiderate.
No, and I think you and I both were not raised that way to look, our house can get messy. It does get messy. It's a mess right now. But when you are in somebody else's space, like you said, you leave it better than before. And you treat it with the utmost respect, even if that's where you work. So I think I don't know. I mean, that was like drilled home for me.
Yeah.
Like you.
Yeah. And
you always
for
go.
Me too, so you leave it better than you found it.
Yep.
There is no other option.
Yeah.
So if somebody's doing it on purpose, they're doing it just to be an asshole, or they're doing it because it gives them some kind of feeling of control. Like they actually get to fuck someone else over for a change. And that's like the one time that they get to do it. And that's where they're getting their rocks off.
Radiant Decay says, even my hotel room, right? I can't help it.
We're cleaning up after yourself.
Yes.
And at least I would agree. I'd shame them as loudly as possible. You don't. You're right. You don't have to mention Monty at all. Just be like, "Hey, you left your chip bag. You forgot to throw it away. Were you done with this?"
The coffee grounds. Like this is the same office that didn't had to have the rotation where the managers didn't have to clean the coffee machine.
Us versus them. Which OP? I would say that you're like a manager in training right now. This is an important lesson to carry with you, right? Because you know what the current management's mindset or policy is on this right now, and it's detached. You have this boots on the ground experience that you can take into that role and actually affect some real change because you have the ability to lead from the trenches here.
Yeah, so just clean up your messes, people. And they don't. I still think they don't like being called out for being messy.
Agreed.
So
put a camera in the break room.
Instead of fixing the problem, they're going to make it somebody else's problem.
They will. And that's what they're doing right now. Now they're just reporting you because they're like, she's using his cancer.
I mean, they're just telling on themselves at this point. So.
What is she using the cancer to try to accomplish? Get me to pick up my trash? Okay. Yeah, okay.
So clean up your trash.
I'll get right on filing that report. Okay, we'll go ahead and pivot over here. That was definitely an NTA. That's just gross. And don't talk to Monty about it if you feel bad, OP. I'd say that. Rilla, Cheeky Island Girl, Rosie, dropping a bunch of different gifts there through too. We're at 2089 and 2500. We're getting close on the TikTok side. And what is it stabilized now? We're close to our normal viewership. Is TikTok maybe not broken? Yeah, knock on wood. Joyce, Nina, Aunt Sue, Pug Mom, Jess, Becky, Jenna, again, the galaxy was baller. I got to watch it on my peripheral. Tracy Cole, Jenna, Tazzoni again with the cake slice. Tracy Cole with the hearts. Jenna with the sunglasses. Jeannie, Tracy Cole again there. Lucy, long life. Thank you guys so much for the love. Greatly appreciate it. Been a server, always a server. Yeah, Candy Thunder and I we're both servers. Got that server mentality just drilled into our heads there too. Pre-bus, right? Pre-bus. Nicole, it was only bad on Monday for you. Margarita, it's just disrespectful. Just because he's there to clean doesn't mean you can take advantage of it. Right. It doesn't mean that you have to make messes. He could be cleaning something else. Just in the job security line at least. Yeah, probably. Job security. Okay. All right, here we go. Next story. We are getting ready to hit that finger heart goal on the TikTok side, which, as a reminder, will unlock the spicy reward story and confetti. All right. Hey there, it is Dusty Thunder. Once again, I have another story for you. This is, am I the astronaut for not deleting pictures on my social media that my son's girlfriend asked me to delete? Let's do a poll for this one. It's open-ended. We don't know what the hell is what the hell, but it'll be fun. Would you mind doing a poll, Tater Rooney? Am I the astronaut for not deleting pictures on my social media that my son's girlfriend asked me to delete? Yeah. I would say yeah. Did you do the poll? Okay. 45-ish seconds left on there. Am I the astronaut for not deleting pictures on my social media that my son's girlfriend asked me to delete? What would you say? Based on title alone here, I would say, yeah.
If someone's in a picture on social media and they ask me to delete it, I'm going to delete it.
Now, okay. Son's girlfriend asked OP to delete them. We don't know that the girlfriend is in the pictures. That wasn't specified. We're assuming, but
yeah, I would assume they'd be a picture.
I would assume so
them.
too.
So if it's a picture of someone and they don't want to post it online, that is, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, get rid of that. So what an immediate ask on two, if not beyond.
Yeah. I'm normally like,
ooh,
I'm going to post it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to post it unless even with our teens, I'll ask them if they're okay, if they're comfortable with that picture being posted.
Yeah, definitely.
And give them a yes or no vote, because I'm not going to share something that they don't want out there. So
results.
This feels NTA-like. It's all over the place. Okay, I'm just going to go down the list. ASCON 1, 21%. ASCON 2, 14%. ASCON 3, 17%. ASCON 4, 9%. NTA wins with 27%. And is that ESH 11%? Yeah. And Black Hole 1%.
Yeah, some good stuff, some good ideas being thrown out in chat. Maybe it's a picture of OP's kid with his ex, not the girlfriend. Could be.
Maybe, yeah.
Could be. Let's dive in and find out, shall we? Am I the astronaut for not deleting pictures on my social media that my son's girlfriend asked me to delete? My son, 20 male, is in the military. He has a girlfriend, 18 female, who he met on TikTok a few months ago. They met up in person for the first time over Christmas. He flew out to see her. I have been supportive of this. He recently called me and his father and said they wanted to get married soon. Also asked that we not tell the extended family or they would not allow us at the ceremony. There's a lot more to this, but to the matter at hand, my son called us this past week and said his girlfriend is uncomfortable with the pictures I have on my social media of him and a few of his exes. Oh, there it was. He asked if I would remove them. I said no. His dad was with my son during this call. We were in the car and basically told my son, it's your mother's social media and she's not going to be doing that. She must have been on the phone listening because she messaged me privately via text. It was a long text, but within it she said, I just wanted to reach out respectfully and share something that's been on my mind. I noticed some posts on your Instagram that include your son's past relationships, and I'll be honest, it made me feel a little uncomfortable. I completely understand not wanting to erase memories or your experiences as a mom, and I'm not trying to take that away from you at all. I just hope you can also understand where I'm coming from as the person he's building his future with. I replied back and said, thank you for sharing how this makes you feel. I want to be honest with you as well. Your request makes me uncomfortable. This is my social media account, not his, and we don't know each other well enough for a request like that to feel appropriate. Because of that, I'm not willing to make any changes to my personal accounts. I also think it's important to respect personal boundaries, especially at this stage. I'm happy to continue getting to know you in a natural way, but I need to be clear about what I'm comfortable with. That said, yes, photos will remain on my account. I hope you can understand where I'm coming from. I will say all were posted at the time he was in those relationships. Nothing since they have been together. I don't even have a picture from when they met up on there. Or I'm sorry, I even have a picture from when they met up on there. My son has not spoken to me since. I'm not sure if I was right in this, and while I don't want him to marry so young or to somebody he barely knows, I can't stop him. And if she does end up being my daughter-in-law, I never want to have a bad relationship with her, but I just cannot get past asking me to delete things she really has no business asking me to. My son has a past, and he's not with those people for a reason, obviously. Am I the astronaut for refusing to remove them? Okay. It's a different kind of conversation now.
How old is his son?
20.
20. Okay.
Girlfriend's
He's 20.
18.
18 and 20. Okay. No, I don't think you have jurisdiction over anyone's social media account as long as it doesn't involve a picture of yourself. Am I wrong to think that?
I'm sorry, say it again. I was just flipping out over the fact that he's in the military. They met on TikTok and they've only met in person once. What was your comment again?
I didn't register that.
Yeah.
I was more concerned about what we heard about taking down the pictures.
Yeah, they met once.
Okay. that's how a lot of, I think, it doesn't matter. That's not the question. I don't think the mom has to take down the pictures. It's the mom, right?
Yes.
Okay, I don't think the mom has to take down the pictures. I think it shows the girlfriend's insecurity, fiance, whatever she is at this point. I do think it shows her insecurity. She doesn't have the right to ask someone to delete pictures that don't involve her.
Yeah.
I get why she's asking, like that is not lost on me. But you can ask, you also have to accept the answer.
Truth.
So I was going to say ESH, but I think I'm going to say NTA because as far as this is laid out, the mom does not have to delete those pictures. You can ask, you get told no, that's the end of the story.
Yeah.
But this will be held against you if they do end up getting married.
Yep. And I mean, look, character-wise, yes, this is 100% insecurity driven, but OP, not only do I think it is an important thing to create some personal boundaries and not let this 18-year-old pending bridezilla push you around and manipulate you, but also you're taking a stand to this insecurity where she wants to erase his past.
Yeah, I don't think that's healthy.
No, it is not healthy. Everyone has a past. You don't get to pretend like it just doesn't exist.
I don't. And who, like, I would imagine this past that was in the possibly like high school phase, which means that this woman probably knows those people. And I mean, she's 18 though. Like, getting married at 18, like it works for some people, but it's also a very young age to get married and to make that kind of commitment.
Right.
And there's red flags all over this story.
I mean, if I'm in mom's position here, I want to have a conversation with my son and be like, hey, I understand why you asked that because she was on your ass to ask that. Do you have a problem with those pictures being there? Like, also, like, do you see that this is like an insecurity thing and she's trying to erase your past and just pretend like it doesn't exist? A past that may come back to haunt you someday, and like you aren't allowed to like wave at somebody in public. You have to pretend that certain people don't exist. Like how far does this insecurity go? Now he may not know much because they only met a few months ago and they've only been around each other once. So
I do agree with Roseanne Crump though, that she says, I think the girlfriend asked politely instead of throwing a tantrum. She explained that it makes her uncomfortable. And I agree. I think the girlfriend was polite in her ask. Way more put together than I would have thought it would be, coming from someone and this type of ask. But I still think you asked your question, you were told the answer. I don't think it, at this point in the story, I don't know that anyone is an asshole. She was asked, the answer was communicated, and at that point, so no one's an asshole. But how future daughter-in-law reacts to being told no, will decide, and then how mother reacts. I think there would have to be the next step in whatever happens in this story. Does that make sense?
That's fair, yeah.
So maybe it's not an NTA, maybe it's an NAH. Yeah. At this point, there's no assholes.
I would agree. Now, Nerd Dad, you make an interesting point here. The request came from the son. If he's in the pictures with the exes, then she should take him down. There may be some validity to that. And Mom, that would be worth a conversation to be like, is this really what you want? If this is what you want and you're not just being puppeted, then sure. Also, Scooter Mom, I saw your comment here. My son did this. She's like this. My son chose to erase me from his life.
Yeah, that's a definite possibility.
So sorry. Sure. And that is what I would be afraid of as a parent.
Absolutely.
Right? Somebody's insecurity and trying to erase the past. How far back does that go?
Would you erase the pictures?
I would not. Because I think I would actually offer to have a further conversation with my son and with the fiance now, or girlfriend, about the importance of accepting your partner's past.
Yeah, I had forgotten that the son had asked for the pictures to be removed. Yeah. So thank you to whoever pointed that out.
Nerd Dad. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. So I think that's also important too. If he's in the pictures and asked for them to be removed, I think it
is different, right? But it could just be manipulated from a girlfriend's point of view.
I don't know. This is
It's complicated.
Grow the fuck up, people. This is grow the fuck up territory.
This is grow the fuck up territory. There you go. I do want to point this one thing out. It doesn't have anything to do with the story, but Rosanna popped into chat and said, OMG, my first live. I've watched every single video that I can from the very start and absolutely love you guys. You're amazing. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you so much. Thank you. So we love when people love us.
No, yeah. The story says, matter at hand, my son called us this past week and said his girlfriend is uncomfortable with the pictures I have on my social media of him and a few of his exes. He asked if I would remove them. Yeah, I got caught up in the girlfriend asking, but he asked first. So,
but he made the request, but said it was because she was uncomfortable. So I guess there's a clarification that needs to be made there.
I'm going to be frank. He's met this girl one time. I don't know what their relationship is like, but this feels like a big ask for someone you've met one time. I don't think you should marry someone that you've only met one time, but that's just me. That is my personal opinion on the matter. If my son was getting married and they are in a committed relationship and I know this person and she asked me to do this, I'm going to do it.
Different conversation.
100%. If my son asked me to do this, I would do it.
Harpy J, yeah, you can just put your whole profile.
The context of the situation, I would just archive the pictures and be done with it. But the context of the situation, the whole thing is just giving so many red fucking flags. Yeah. But I'm still going to say at this point, there are no assholes here to me personally. But I think it's only going to escalate.
No assholes, but a lot of shit. Figure out how
I just block her.
You block her. I mean, that would, This should just take his phone and just look for me. You got to block them both.
Yeah. I don't know that there's much of an age gap. I mean, he's 20, she's 18. I don't know, but,
call the plumber, Liz.
Yeah.
Call a plumber. Yeah, I would agree. We don't.
No, I know it's pretty common. Bay Fox. I've.
You've what?
I've dated someone who was in the military when I was 18, and it was.
And there
were some stupid requests.
There, too, right?
There were, yeah. You'd have to be married to move here with me. That's the context of the situation that I was in, and I was like, okay, no, so. I understand and I knew someone, his friend who had someone that he talked to online only and they end up getting married. I have no idea about them today, but, I know that this happens. I just don't think it's of the smartest. I don't think it's super smart.
It works for people.
It does work.
But man, that's gotta be an anomaly, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and get a little bit of a catch-up done here, and we'll pivot over to the next story. We're at 2237 and 25 hundo TikTok side with the finger hearts. We are damn close, if it hasn't reset. Clarissa, Overkill Mill, Becky with the finger hearts, Angie, Clarissa again there with the heart, me Unforgotten Life, Moni Baby, Adri, Melissa Elliott dropping the 30 finger hearts there. Adri again, Jenna Tazzoni, Melissa Elliott, Angie again, Emmy Castro, Hortensia Juarez, Becky, Emmy Castro, Catriana, A Flower. Thank you guys so much. Greatly appreciate it. It happens, but it's rare. I imagine it was big events like that. They're memories. They are memories. All right, let's dive over to the next one here. Aaron, you can't marry someone you just met. But Daddy, I love him. Dramatically throw self on bed. Oh, man. Okay. Next story here. We are going to hit that goal soon. TikTok side. I feel it in my bones. Margarita dropping the 5 says, for that cake story, 2 of 15. We're moving. All right. Excuse me. Choked on my own face. Hey there, Dusty Thunder once again with another AITA story for you. This is, am I the astronaut for not allowing my colleague to have the anniversary of her husband's death off work? Poll? What are you doing, Tony Spark? What area of Reddit were you just sifting through here? Am I the astronaut for not allowing my colleague to have the anniversary of her husband's death off work?
This sounds complicated.
It does sound complicated. Also, Lorelei dropped the 205, and Monya dropped the finger hearts as well, and got us there. While the poll is going, I'm going to get some thanks done before this thing resets itself, and let's just hope it's accurate. In the number 1 spot for hitting the finger heart goal, Sam Gilmore at 6,710. Hot damn. Number 2 spot, Lorelei at 1180. Number 3 spot, Ash, the kitchen witch, at 730. It's, well, let me pull the rest of that out. Okay. Sherry Sosa, Adrian, Adventures with Pam, Aunt Sue, Solnita, Angie, Candy Thunder, Melissa Elliott, Cheeky Island Girl, Jenny Lee, Pug Mom, Amy Castro, Joyce Brown, Becky, Scarlet Ray, Monia Wilkins, Sabs, That Alaska Girl, Adri, Lucy Longlife, Rockwolf, Bubbly Baby, Sydney, CT Civil, Jeannie, Matt, Steph, Jess, Clarissa, Karen Jones, Diana C. Anthony, Mia, Alita, MX Manners, Kate Edney, and Crystal. Thank you guys so much for the love. The next one that we're going to set up is going to unlock a cake reward story and the astronaut helmet that has not been worn here yet. The confetti was unlocked. Candy Thunder pooped a little. You were messing with the candles? Oh, gotcha. Let me see if I can find this. There it is. All right, hey, preemptive. We're going for 90 confettis. Pinning that right now. Okay. Small, poor Candy, right? Alex Reynolds says, can I just say, you two have explained things to me in a way I needed, and I don't have a relationship with either parent. Watching you has given me that positive example. Thank you, Internet Mom and Dad.
That's a kind compliment.
That's,
like super, super kind compliment.
That means a lot.
Thank you.
That means a lot.
Look at your shoulder, bud.
It's hard to do.
It's in my hoodie hood.
It's everywhere.
That's very sweet. So thank you very much.
It is very sweet. Thank you. Greatly appreciate that.
I can hear it scrunching in my confetti scrunching in my head.
Deconfettiing her.
Oh, stop! Hold still.
Sorry, I'm too tall. Too tall.
Thank you, Tony. I will say that I wish our children felt the same way. Oh,
that. Did you turn that on?
Didn't touch that remote. Although
Did you think this was the candle remote?
I never touched that remote.
I
wish you would take me at my word when I speak to you.
I'm just super confused. So I saw it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. McKay dropping the 5, adding in the super chat for the cake story as well. Heck yes.
I'm not going to lie. I might have hit that with my cup. But it was down here.
How long has it been there?
It literally, I went to set my cup down. If it was sitting right here, I might have hit it with my cup.
Okay. Well, no, I won't turn it back on. But if you caught it, that's a little bit of a preview.
We did talk about this on the VIP live the other night.
Did
there could be, might be, probably will be projection mapping in the future. Dusty just can't. He can't sit still.
What do you mean? Can't sit still. Hey, you guys already hit the confetti goal. What?
Just Mags, I really hope that's true because I never listened to my mom and now she's my best friend. So I really hope that comes back around for me.
Yeah, I hope that's true as well. All right. Hey, you guys hit that goal already. Holy cow. I think I got it. Oh, there's a poll and we have the gift goal thing. AskOn1 took the poll, by the way. It says, oh no, it was the poll that ended. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm not very smart. Okay. Oh, would you stop telling on me? Stop telling on me. Okay, so the title was, am I the astronaut for not allowing my colleague to have the anniversary of her husband's death off work? Basically, I'm male 25, started this job in August last year. There are 5 of us on my small team. Everyone else has been here at least 2 years. Our holidays work from January through December. None of the 5 of us are allowed to book holidays at the same time, which is fine because we've always been willing to compromise or swap in the past. As soon as we got our allowance, I booked my birthday off in July just because I've never worked my birthday. I might be doing something. Who knows? My colleague Jill came up to me 2 days ago and asked me whether I would mind letting her have that day off instead. And I said, but it's my birthday on that day. And then she explained to me how her husband passed away 16 years ago on that day and that she hadn't worked the anniversary of his death since, and she was always too upset on that day. And I replied without really stopping to consider it, I'm sorry, that's my birthday. I never work my birthday. And then she started getting upset, saying, what do you expect me to do? I'm broken on that day. I'm not confrontational at all, so I was just trying to end the combo and said, you could always pull a sickie. That angered her even more, and she just stormed off. My other colleagues asked me what my plans were for my birthday, and I said nothing yet because it's in 7 months. I haven't planned it yet. This has made them go against me as well, as they suppose I can make my birthday plans around my birthday and not on my birthday. Even my manager pulled me for a chat, more so for the suggestion to pull a sickie than booking a holiday. I feel like everybody at work thinks I'm the astronaut, but I feel like they're blowing this out of proportion because of Jill's reaction and also of the fact that she's about 35 years older than me, and she's the longest tenured member of staff while I'm the new guy. I understand that I could have been more sympathetic in the moment, but I didn't know what to say. So, am I the astronaut?
For me, yes. And if somebody said that to me, I can tell them I can celebrate my birthday any day. I mean, I would give the person that day. I don't care. Like I can celebrate my birthday whenever. I understand that he got it first, that he asked for it first, but I don't know. There's some things that trump that kind of like response, for me, and losing your spouse is one of them.
Yeah, even if it was 16 years ago.
I don't care. Nothing's. I mean, like
that's not really for us to judge here.
Losing, like I will never. Like if something were to happen to you, I would never recover from that. And yeah, the anniversary, I would.
Well, yes, because I would haunt you.
I would pick myself up and move on. But the anniversary of your death,
I would particularly haunt you on the anniversary.
I'm in love. I know it. I would never want to lose that. And so if somebody's telling me that they lost that, then they're going to win every time.
Yeah.
So that is my personal opinion. You are free. This person is free to do whatever they want. They're not the asshole for saying no. But if I was this person, I would give the woman the day.
Yeah. Well, and this is a 25-year-old dude.
That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah. And I'm saying, you know, where you have that context, this 25-year-old dude definitely doesn't have that filter for life.
That's why I said he's not the asshole. I don't think he's an asshole because he has every right to say no. He is the newer one on this team. He probably doesn't know this woman as well. And that is all totally fine.
Right.
But I mean, I'm almost 40. When I celebrate my birthday doesn't mean as much to me as the day, as a remembrance day.
You can't move the remembrance day, right? And Tina, dropping the 5 on the YouTube side, says my husband died 4 years ago, and it still feels like yesterday, especially on his death date.
And that's what I've heard from people, and so I
so sorry.
Please, by the way. Please take the day. But I look at it from that point of view, and not from someone who's 25 and just wants their birthday off. So that's why I said I don't think anyone's an asshole at this point. That's my thing for today, apparently.
Yeah, in a lot of comments say this is really a management issue, and I believe that's true. Number one, yeah, Joyce, if she's been there for a long time, she's the most tenured person there.
They should give her the day off.
Management knew that request was coming, right? They knew that request was coming. And if it's that important, and if Opie's birthday is that important, they may have to make an exception and allow them both to be off that day. They may just have to do that. This is a management problem. Let management figure it out.
I think management should give them both the day off. If I was management, that's what I would do.
Well, and right now, like, she's asking OP to give up the day, turn it over to management, and let them decide. She's tenured. Does that mean that she trumps his decision here, or is it truly just first in, last out? Like, management issue. That's not something that I would give up the day like you, because I would be understanding, and I would give up the day, and I'd just plan on celebrating my birthday another day, right?
I'd be like, are you going to leave a cake in the break room? You going to leave a small cake on my desk? And she says yes, and we're good.
There you go. Cake.
You leave me cake and you have the day. No, I'm just kidding.
Crystal dropping the 5. My grand passed away November 16th, and it still feels like my heart's being ripped out again. I don't doubt it. I'm so sorry for that.
Yeah,
and
losses. I mean, I can't begin to imagine how people feel in that context.
Yeah.
So, and I don't want no offense, I don't want to imagine that.
Nobody wants to.
So.
Mackenzie, you're right. Also, this will be an issue as long as they both work there. The dates aren't going to change. You're right.
Yeah. Is this, Yeah, I thought he said he had worked there for 2 years, and I was like, how did they handle it the year before?
I don't know. I was wondering that as well. He's been. Everyone else has been there.
Oh, he just started the job last year. Okay,
so this
is the first time they're.
He's the rookie. He's the boot. Wayward Ace dropping the 5. God, I'm like, welcome back, Candy. Glad you're feeling better. She's feeling better. Not 100% yet, but better.
No, and I saw someone say he's not responsible for her grief. No, he's not. But if I can do something to lessen someone's burden, fucking sign me up. And that's just my empathy and understanding showing. But I'm not going to be spiteful just because I can.
Agreed. And again, it's a management issue. Like he requested the day. She's tenured, so management figure it out.
Yeah, I don't think one day is going to hurt the company.
Yeah.
Thank you, Olivia. Head versus heart. Logically, NTA. Morally, YTA.
There you go.
That's exactly how I feel.
Perfect way to say it.
But we're going to vote logically here and call him NTA. But OP, one day you will understand this from a different point of view.
Agreed. All right, we'll get a little bit of a pivot going on here. Jody, Melissa Elliott dropping the gifts over there on the TikTok side. Mackenzie, Grandma Shark, Mackenzie with all the confettis. Several confettis. Celestial Sky with the heart. Me, Dylan dropping the confetti as well. Sue Missy, Bianca, Adri, Candy, CT Civil, Melissa A, Monia Wilkins, Allie Bean, Adventures with Pam, Crystal, Monia again there, Sherry Sosa. Thank you so much. Adventures with Pam with was it flag? Is that what it said? Oh no, league ball. Cool. Thank you. Yeah, that's, and as administrators here, obviously we're a small team. Like, we would be understanding about that. And you know what? Management might have to pick up the slack that day because you got 2 people out.
I think some people are confused that the date was in 2 days. The date was in July.
No.
She asked 2 days after him.
Yes.
From what I understand.
Well, and it says my colleague came up to me 2 days ago.
They have to request their days off in January. So they have to plan for the year in January and ask off for what they want off.
Right. So
I saw some confusion on that on both sides. So.
Yeah, no, it was, he made the request first. She came up to him 2 days ago, 2 days prior to posting this. So at least it was afterward. We know that much. Okay, we'll dive into our next story here, shall we? We are at 39.90 on the confetti TikTok side, which, I'm going to spicy story. That's right. Sorry. All right, we got one of these for you. It is spicy time. You got some antacids? Now might be a good time to get them out. This is Am I the Astronaut for telling my husband to go stay in a hotel with my in-laws and that my mom was going to come back to help me with our new baby. Not enough context for a poll, but I'll read the title again. Am I the Astronaut for telling my husband to go stay in a hotel with my in-laws and that my mom was going to come back to help me with our new baby? Oh boy. So I, 28 female, just had my husband, 31 male, and my first child 7 weeks ago. I had a scheduled induction, so my mom came 2 days before I was induced and stayed with us for the first 6 weeks. She just left last week. She was originally going to stay for 2 weeks after I gave birth, but she stayed longer because my recovery has been difficult and I just needed the extra help. My in-laws wanted to come visit as soon as the baby was born as well, but they did not want to stay in a hotel, and we have a small house with no guest room, and my mother was sleeping on a pull-out bed in our living room, so there was just no space for anyone else, and so they decided not to come visit until after my mother left. They arrived 3 days ago, and it has not gone well. Last night, my mother-in-law got very upset with me and told me I was ruining her experience as a first-time grandma and hogging both the baby and her son after she had to wait weeks and weeks to meet the baby.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Sorry.
What?
Sorry, Mama. I forgot. All of this was about you. The background here is that the baby is cluster feeding for the last few days, and I do not feel comfortable breastfeeding in front of my in-laws, so I keep taking the baby to our bedroom or the nursery to feed him, and breastfeeding makes me hungry and thirsty, so I keep asking my husband to bring me snacks and water. I try to bring the baby out to interact with my in-laws when he stops feeding for a few minutes, but it's very aggravating to keep covering up and go downstairs just for the baby to cry minutes later and want to feed again. And my mother-in-law keeps rolling her eyes and getting annoyed each time I said he had to feed again and go back upstairs, and she kept being like, he can't be hungry, he just ate. And she thinks I don't want to let her hold him or play with him. And when I ask my husband to bring me snacks and stuff, she keeps huffing and saying things like, okay, father-in-law and I will just sit here by ourselves. She has not offered me help in any way. She has not offered me any help the way my mother did. My mother would cook for us like every day, and she would take over baby care for the night when she was staying here, and she would just bring him to me to nurse. She would burp and change him and get him back to sleep for me around 2 nights a week, and it was a lifesaver. My mother-in-law just keeps telling me to give her the baby when I can't because he needs to eat, and not really doing anything to help, and getting mad that I need my husband's help. I told my husband I felt this way after his mom yelled at me last night. He told me his mom isn't there to help me the way my mom was because she's not my mom. She's there to meet her grandson, and he wanted to spend the next few days introducing his child to his parents, not just making me snacks and then sitting around watching TV with his parents, waiting for me to finish breastfeeding so they can see the baby.
What the fuck?
Oh no! He's told me he's been looking forward to his parents meeting the baby since birth, and it's been disappointing it's going this way. I told him I feel like I don't know how to please anyone because I can't just not feed my son. I don't want to be miserable and hungry and thirsty when I'm breastfeeding, and I really don't think making me a snack plate and filling up my water bottle takes that long, and is taking away that much time that my in-laws could be spending with my husband. He's the only person I can ask to do it because my mom left, so now he needs to help me. I exploded at him and told him they can all just leave and get a hotel room, and my mom can come back to help me because at least she does things to help me and doesn't shame me for trying to breastfeed. He told me he couldn't believe I would say that, and that I knew his parents don't like hotels, but they would go stay in one then. And they all went and got rooms at the Holiday Inn in our town, and I spent the night alone with the baby for the first time and got no sleep. Called my mom crying, and she's on her way back to help me now, but I feel like I might have made a huge mistake by telling them all to leave, but I felt like I was going to scream, and I just wanted my mom to come back. He has not texted or called me to check on me or the baby at all since they all left last night. Am I the astronaut for telling them to go to a hotel?
He hasn't fucking checked on his, not even his postpartum wife, but his fucking child. Oh my God. Like, he can't even remotely be attentive with his mom just chirping in his fucking ear. I'm the most mad at her fucking husband. I expect this from a toxic mother-in-law, but I do not from someone. Also, your mom is a godsend. Thank God for your mom, and thank God she was there to help you, because having someone do that for you postpartum when you feel like you're dying, thank you. Thank you to your mom. Your husband is ASCON one all the way. His mom and his dad can ride along with him. Fuck this guy. Like, I'm so fucking pissed that he would treat you like this. There is no fucking excuse for him acting like this. Also, do you know how fucking hard it is when your baby is cluster feeding, when you feel like you're going insane from postpartum hormones, when all of this is coming down? Yes, some women do it, and that's great, fucking fantastic. But sometimes you fucking struggle, and sometimes you need your partner to show up in a way that they never have before. And the only thing he wants to do is entertain his mommy and show off his baby like it's a prize, like it didn't just come straight out of your vagina, like you didn't do all the work in bringing it here. Fuck this guy. You can come back on now.
I had to give you the solo screen here because I knew we get an FTG for sure. I did see a comment that was like, why is OP okay with her mom helping and like taking care of the baby solo, but not okay with his mom doing that? I don't think that was the case.
He specifically said his mom wasn't there to do it.
She didn't want to do it. Mother-in-law didn't want to do that. She didn't want to be helpful. She wanted to have like some playtime, and that was it. She didn't want to do a job and be responsible for taking care of the baby while OP slept. It wasn't anything helpful like that. It was a everybody who has a big case of the memes went to Holiday Inn.
Thank God.
Not being able to even call back and check on your child. just proves how childish your husband is.
Yeah.
And how much he's still breastfeeding apparently. Because this is all about his mom, right? It was, and dad, but mostly mom. But this is all about them. And the fact that he flipped a switch, we don't know how he was before his mommy showed up, right? We don't know anything about that. I have a feeling this is one of those cases where as soon as she's present, he flips a switch and he's mama's boy. And
that's exactly how it feels.
So what happens when she goes away? Now, I guess that's my question to you, OP. Once she leaves, you two obviously have some work to do. But right now, like, he's not on your team. And to be a freshly postpartum, newborn parent, first-time parent who has been abandoned by their spouse is devastating. And that's an unforgivable for me. I don't know how you come back from that.
I don't either. I'm so sick of childbirth being minimized. Like we have to wear this badge of honor. Like we can't make it a big deal because it shouldn't be a big deal. It is a big fucking deal, and recovery is a big fucking deal. Like I have so many thoughts on this, but like the perspective for me is that when you go get an IUD after childbirth, you get nothing to minimize the pain. But a man gets a vasectomy and he's off work for a week with pain meds, with pre-pain meds, like all of these things. So childbirth is constantly fucking minimized. And when your partner minimizes it, when your partner minimizes breastfeeding, when your partner minimizes recovery, when your partner does not show up for you, it is the biggest fucking blow to a marriage that I like. And like you said, I don't know how you bounce back from that, because when you don't show up for them in the spot where they need you the most, where you should be there for them in the way that you've never been before, and you don't show up, you've just told them who you are. And why should she not believe what you're telling her? Why should she not believe what you're showing her? Because you showed up in the worst way possible. You showed up with your mom's back and not your wife's back.
And didn't just abandon your wife, you abandoned your child. You didn't just pick your mommy over your wife, you picked your mommy over your child. I don't know how you come back from that, but it's on him. It is on him to come back from it. And Magic, yeah, I saw your comment there. Yeah, mother-in-law is under no obligation to help, but if you're not gonna help, you don't get to be around in the very beginning, right? You can wait. You don't get to be around. You sure as fuck don't get to come stay with me and refuse to help. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, hell no. Like if you're coming to visit and you're not helping, that visit will be 30 minutes max.
And also demanding to stay at your home. Like if you don't have a small house and breastfeeding is hard enough. But and I understand it, like, and he's right, that is not her mom. So she doesn't want to take off her top and be exposed while breastfeeding in front of someone who is trying to make her feel like shit. She feels uncomfortable in her own home postpartum. Right. That's all you need to know. Hubby needs to step up. Fuck this guy. Like, and we haven't had one of these in a long time, but fuck this guy.
Tony Spark, I've got your mic active here. Punch it. People are asking for it.
This guy sucks.
There it is.
He sucks.
I need to get I actually need to record that and clip it and have it tied to a button where I can just punch it in anytime. This guy sucks.
Ronnie says they're ornaments to him and his mother. I think she were talking about the baby.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's the vibe that it gives. I'm just showing it off. Like, I just want to show off my baby. That's not how it happens in the beginning. Like, that is not how it works.
No.
It is hard fucking work. And minimizing it is how we get to this behavior in the first place. And I saw someone saying, like, the patriarchy, it is minimized, and it's minimized for a reason. And I don't think as women that we should minimize something that we are capable of, that our bodies are capable of. And I think it needs to be recognized and not minimized. And I will die on that fucking hill. A corpse in the wind. I will die.
I will die on that breast. Michelle Tessie D, drop of the 10, says he actually left and hasn't checked in. I don't say this often, but I think divorce may need to be considered. That's what I mean. It's like, I don't know how you come back from that. And it is on him to, once he comes back home, if he comes back home.
To grow a fucking backbone?
Well, to start fixing what he broke.
I don't know how you fix it because you abandoned her in a moment of need.
Not a moment, like the moment, right? Because in the very beginning, she's 7 weeks now? 6, 7?
Yeah.
She's 7 weeks now, postpartum. That's still within the, that's very much smack dab in the middle of the hanging by a thread.
So it's almost the worst spot because that's when the crying and the feeding, the growing, it's different. The sleeping, to me, I think, holding. Yeah, the newborn phase, the Gucci phase, the on the shoulder phase.
Yeah.
The first month for me is easier than month 2 through 4.
Right.
But that's just me.
And that's, I don't know. It's a major ball drop here.
And the hormones in month 2, it's messy.
It would be an interesting statistic to see how many relationships break in that period with a newborn, because it is the most stressful time as a couple you will go through. That's the time when you kind of you get a bond forged in fire during that time, right? And you will
the colicky phase.
You'll hate each other for a minute, in fleeting minutes, right? But you will come out of that so much stronger, and you will learn to function as a team unless you do this kind of shit. Yeah.
I consider myself with my first. My mom was that mom, 100%, and I don't know how to thank her for being that mom in the first one. With our second one, I was more prepared. I knew what I was getting myself into, and I had a partner who was on top of it. But so to have someone show up for you, to show up for you in that way, there's a thankfulness there that I'm glad that she has her mom.
I wonder what her mom is going to say to hubby.
I can only imagine what I would say to one of my daughter's husbands who act in this foolish manner. And it would not be kind.
No, it would not be kind. Would not be kind. Yeah.
Ava would be like, Mom, don't.
Oh, God. Embarrassing. All right, that's an official NTA for you, OP. Terrible thing that you have to go through. And it's on him. At this point, it is on him. His bizzo of a mommy does not get to step foot back in your house. He has achieved brozo status alongside her. He, gosh, is at least at ASCOM 1 and maybe in Black Hole already. It's on him. It's all on him to fix. And he probably doesn't share that mindset right now, right? He's still in mommy mode. So he gets to choose his fate and choose his path right now. And if he keeps choosing the path that he is going, unfortunately, you might need your mom a lot more. You might. Hey, we hit the confetti goal. We done did it. Look at you guys. Which means we have unlocked the cake reward story and the Astronaut helmet. Holy crap. Hold on. I gotta get the helmet on for the thanks portion of this. I don't even know where it is. Yeah.
Dance moves on here. I'm gonna float in.
Yeah, I gotta lift the helmet so you can hear me. In the number 1 spot, we got Mackenzie at 52 hundo. Mackenzie ran hard here. Sherry Sosa, the number 2 spot at 6 hundo. Then we got Aunt Sue, Kizzy Draney, Monia Wilkins, Angie Folkers, Wonder Woman, Jamie, Adventures with Pam, Melissa Elliott, Books Coffee Tea, Mighty Mouse, Snoops and Shasta, Melissa A, Jess, Pug Mom, Amika, and CT Civil. Thank you guys so much.
The autofocus is I don't know what the hell.
The autofocus is I don't know what's going on here. I don't see a face. It's I can't focus on nothing. Look at that. First time getting the Ascon helmet out. You know, when we first got that helmet, I tried to embed a lav mic in it, and I succeeded. We have lav mics. I mean, our day gig, we have lots of lav mics, but it just had that very muffled, echoey thing. So it was a mission failure. Made me very sad. I would love to have a mic in there that didn't sound like garbage. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is going to open up or unlock confetti. What? Let me see if I can find this gift. It'd be nice if they had their gift gallery searchable. That would be... Okay, we'll do that. 30 seconds and we'll be ready to rock and roll. Ready to rock and roll. And we're doing Cake Story. Yeah. Confetti. There we go. We are going for Heartme's, which also adds you to the team. Look at that. Look at that. We have 2 cake stories to unlock here. The other one is getting, we're working on the YouTube side, which we're at 7 of 15 on right now. Let me scroll up, make sure I've got everybody there. Michelle, we got you. Thank you so much for that $10 super. Greatly appreciate the love there. Lils, Sienny, Tammy Bigler, Shaz, Candy, Bree, dropping the Heartme's. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to dive into the cake reward story. All right. Oh, I have a button for this. All right, we got one of these coming at us. It's cake story time. Hopefully, it's a tasty one. Heard. All right, I got a cake story for you, and it goes like this. Am I the astronaut for eating a normal portion of the cake my aunt made for my birthday? Am I the astronaut for eating a normal portion of the cake my aunt made me for my birthday? For context, I, 25 male, love to cook. All the recipes I've learned from my late paternal grandfather. One of my grandpa's dishes that I often make for almost every family gathering is his bananas Foster. And for our family, it's definitely a crowd pleaser. However, bananas are not my favorite food or flavor. I'll have a bite of the dish to make sure the dish tastes right, and I'll usually have a small portion of the bananas Foster I've made. I celebrated my birthday last week, and many of my friends and family attended, including my aunt, my dad's older sister, by 2 or 3 years. During the party, she approached me and gave me a bananas Foster cake she made. I took the cake, thanked my aunt for it, placed it on the dessert table, and got a slice for myself. Admittedly, I did take a smaller portion of the cake, but when I ate it, I definitely thought it was delicious, which I also told my aunt at the party. The day after my party, I received a call from my aunt. Our conversation went like this. Not exact words. Aunt, hey, did you enjoy the cake I made? Me. Yeah, it was delicious, which I told you during the party. Aunt, so why did you get a smaller slice than usual? At this point, I was still deciding to tell the truth or say a white lie, but I thought if I lied, that might be a bigger issue in the future, so I told her the truth instead. Me. Bananas aren't my favorite flavor, but since you gifted me the cake, I still had a slice. Aunt, I made you that cake for your birthday, so you should have eaten most of it. It was rude of you to put it on the dessert table for everyone else to eat it. It's like you re-gifted my cake to everyone else. Me. Sorry if it came off that way, but I find it unreasonable for me to have the majority of a cake with a flavor I don't like. I thought of sharing it with everybody to make sure what you made didn't go to waste. From the looks of it, a lot of people liked your cake as there was none of it left. Aunt, also, if you don't like bananas that much, why do you keep on making Dad's bananas Foster? Me. I know it was one of Grandpa's favorite recipes, and a lot of people in our family love it, so I keep making it despite my not liking the taste of bananas. Aunt, that's not an excuse to be disrespectful and ungrateful. She then hangs up. I don't think I was disrespectful or ungrateful for what I did. My parents, siblings, and even my cousins, my aunt's children, are on my side, and some of them thought she overreacted. So, am I? Bananas. What do you think, Tony Spark?
This guy. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I don't.
Guy doesn't suck.
I think. I feel like usually when we have a cake story about a cake somebody made, they're pissed, like because they ate too much of it, or like she ate it. It's not like she said, "No, fuck this cake. I don't eat this. I don't like this." She was like, In fact, she did the polite thing. Otherwise, if she would have just kept it for herself, and it would have been like she'd had a slice, and most of it would have gone to waste. And nobody wants that.
Yeah.
Then you have a wasted cake. She was polite. She ate the cake. She said, "Hey, it's not my favorite, but I appreciate you. Thank you for making it." I think Aunt was just a little salty here. Also, who's going to eat a whole cake?
Yeah.
Like, why? Well, the expectation that she's supposed to eat the whole cake?
Even if you do like the flavor, why?
Like, you can't eat it. That's a lot of cake. I mean, you could eat it, I guess, but
for your birthday, your aunt wanted to watch you puke. That's it. Or she had something mixed in it that was only intended for you. Like what? I don't. None of this. The math doesn't math. None of it makes sense. Hatter, thank you so much for sending out the 5 gifted memberships on the YouTube side. We'll get caught up on that in just a moment. This doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't get why she's so upset about it. Is it the competition between the Bananas Foster and her cake? Is that the problem? Ooh. Also, I had to look up Bananas Foster.
Oh,
I don't know about that.
What?
Do you know what Banana Foster's?
They have a Bananas Foster cheesecake at Red Lobster, or they did.
It's classic New Orleans dessert featuring bananas cooked in a sauce of butter, brown sugar, cinnamon, and rum, often flambéed. That's what I thought. I thought this is the one where they can do it like in a little whoosh, whoosh, and they light it at the table and I dropped my phone. And they toss it around and they do it. Or is that Cherry's Jubilee? Or no, that's something else. There's a Cherry Alaska something.
But Caden, edit note, clip all those hand motions he just made.
No, it went on too long. Don't clip.
Please. It's so I think I've only had the Bananas Foster cheesecake, but that is fantastic. But I think you're onto something with the competition side of things, because
Baked Alaska, thank you.
Otherwise, why would she create the same dish that he always makes, if not a competition?
Yeah.
So you're going to give me a gift that is really just a petty jab? I'm sorry, does not compute. What? I don't understand any of this. Like you don't have the whole story open.
I don't understand the expectation to eat an entire cake. I guess I don't get that. No. Also, Baked Alaska sounds more like a fish than a dessert.
It really
does it not?
Yeah, it does.
I thought it was a fish until I learned that it was a dessert, and I don't know what Baked Alaska is. I'm gonna have to look that one up too.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
What's the one? Isn't Cherry's Jubilee one they set on fire too?
No, I'm just all of this is making me hungry right now. We normally don't start talking food till VIP.
I know.
What is happening?
Well, we got all Aunt, what's her name here, all upset about her.
Aunt Petunia's really pissed about the
Aunt
fucking.
Aunt Petunia's really upset that OP didn't put herself into a sugar coma by eating an entire cake to show her appreciation for the cake.
Yeah. So I think you got it here, good golly, Miss Molly. Backhanded cake gift.
Yeah.
It was backhanded.
Yeah. She's like, well, you like Banana Foster so much, so I'm going to make this, and you're going to rave about how good mine is compared to this Banana Foster, and you're going to eat the whole fucking thing until you're sick.
Yeah. Why? Why for? Why for?
Seems like a bit
don't
much.
Understand. I don't understand. So let's make an official determination here for OP, because the question is, am I the ass enough for eating a normal portion of the cake my aunt made for my birthday? You were under no obligation to eat any of it. You ate a small slice to be kind. So what?
I feel like if she would have not eaten the cake at all and just like, no, sorry, this isn't my favorite. Yeah. Like that's worse than eating. But apparently Aunt thinks this is like the worst thing she could have done. I don't understand.
Well, luckily it's only your aunt that thinks that way, but I truly believe there's more to the story here. It was either a competitive thing, or I don't know. It's an unreasonable expectation, which means that there's some other motive behind it, right?
Yeah.
NTA, OP. Let's make that official.
NTA.
You don't have to eat that whole cake. No way.
Now, if it's a cake you wanted, I mean, I guess you could eat the whole cake if you wanted.
That's different.
But then maybe she'd have been like, what, you ate the whole cake? You didn't want to share my cake with anybody else?
Yeah.
Maybe it's a lose-lose situation here.
That's
maybe
a Kobayashi Cake Maru.
Yeah.
Hatter sending out those 5 gifted memberships on the YouTube side. Crystal Winchester, Take More Naps, Lady Morrigan, Kimberly Carr, and Kat Jeffs. Welcome to the Gosh Hecked Thunder Crew.
Welcome.
Courtesy of Hatter. The aunt is a fruitcake. Kitty Coet, ha ha ha. Kitty Coet, I like it.
See what you did there.
I like it. I like it. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, we are right now at 8:15 on the YouTube side. We are at 27 to 6K on the Heartme's on the Tiki Talkie side. So I think I'm back to regularly scheduled story here, which we should have time for a couple more of. I'm to 5, is that right? Here, I'll bounce you there. So you can look at that. Did Tater tap out? Did you end up having to take a break? Are you all right? Are you okay?
I was looking to do a rant.
You spent up all your energy responding to that one story?
No, I would just like you all to go follow at Tony Spark _. I did post a video from this weekend for those of you who have not seen it yet. Although it's the most views on a video I've had in a while, so pretty excited about that. So you should go follow at Tony Spark _ also.
It's his moment.
You should go check out the Dusty Thunder video posted today. It's pretty funny as well.
Hey, Hatter dropped the 10, said Hatter needs some laughs right now. Hatter was making cheeseburger sliders for dinner when putting away the Thousand Island dressing in the fridge. Hatter felt a sharp pain in her lower back. Oh, no. Oh, no. Cunning Cade, member for 13 months, says today's my birthday, and the aunt is being a Delulu Bizzo. Agreed. She 100% is. Definitely being a Delulu Bizzo. Delulu Bizzo. But there's more to the story. I just know there is. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. She swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die. Oh, Tiffany. Phone didn't notify you? I'm sorry. We do have the SMS reminders that are still mostly functional. If you want to sign up for SMS reminders, it might only be in the US, but go to dusty-thunder.com and you can sign up for those there. I get mine 30 minutes before the live, pretty much every time. Only 34? Yeah. I mean, I've told you guys this, but I've thrown out my back wiping my ass before. So it just starts happening at random times as you get older. Was that an overshare? Was that a moment? Do number 5, you said? Did you say 5?
Yeah, do 5.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Next story. Hey there, it is Dusty Thunder with yet another story for you. This one is, am I the astronaut for wanting a divorce over my husband not going to the hospital with me? Shall we poll it? I don't really have any context. Should I just dive in? I'll just dive in. Am I the astronaut for wanting a divorce over my husband not going to the hospital with me? I mean, without even any context, I'd say NTA. Context, I, 32 female, am married to, let's call him Frank, 32 male, and have been for 4 years. We've been together for 10. Frank hasn't always been the lovey-dovey, show affection, rom-com kind of guy, but he does love our 5 kids and says he loves me also. Kids are a yours, mine, and ours situation, but we don't look at it like that. He protects the girls and is soft to them and teaches our son how to love his sisters and mom properly. He's stern yet comforting to the kids. Not so much to me, but I've gotten used to his love language over the years. I have a series of health conditions from a pacemaker down to feminine problems, etc. When one flared up a couple days ago, I had to go to the ER to get it looked at and had another pacemaker episode in the hospital as well. Very scary stuff, but all in all, I'm okay. But the thing is, Frank refused to go and made me wait 4 hours before handing me the keys to drive myself. Frank. I was in there completely alone and going through it by myself. He stuck me with the kids while he ran his few errands and kept telling me, I'll just be a few more minutes. Let me run and do this real quick. It'll take 15 minutes. And really, it was 4 hours later. Oh. So you started having problems. He left and went and ran errands for 4 hours and then came back with a vehicle so you could drive yourself to the hospital. Frank sounds like a saint. Finally, I had enough and made him cough up the keys and drove myself. I had friends willing to watch the kids so he could go with me, but he kept making excuses. We had one vehicle at the time, mine was in the shop, so I couldn't just take another one and go, and he refused to go with me or even sit with me in the hospital. He was too busy, and it was probably nothing anyway. Now I'm looking at everything and I see all the red flags I missed or was too blindly in love to see and seriously questioning my whole 10-year relationship. It may seem so small, but to me, that's a big deal. The days following since he hasn't shown me he cares, and it's like a switch flipped, and he's not the man I married or fell in love with. He doesn't kiss me goodbye He doesn't kiss me goodbye on his way to work, doesn't kiss me when he gets home, and we are constantly in separate rooms away from each other. I try to make a date night and he only wants to go to dinner because he doesn't want to do anything, or he wants to take the kids with us to avoid it just being him and I. Like I said, he's a great dad, but I'm learning a new side to him and I am not a fan. Seems like he really just doesn't want to be around me anymore, no matter how hard I've tried to fix what he says is wrong. So am I the astronaut for wanting a divorce because my husband refused to take me to the hospital and everything that's transpired since? Top comment, you were having a medical emergency and he stuck you with 5 kids for 4 hours and no transportation. I think you should reconsider the idea that he's a great father. Valid. What do you think, Tony Spark?
Yeah, I think this guy's pretty shitty here, I think, in this situation. I mean, she needs to go to the hospital, and you're like, oh, I got a few more errands to run. It's fine. And then you just keep doing that, and then you finally make her drive herself to the hospital and then take the kids too because you can't even stop running your errands to watch the kids. Like, or even she's still going by herself. Like, so she's going by herself. So either he can't take the kids, right? Like, so she just sends the kids with him and while he's running errands. What the fuck you doing, bro? What if it was, here's the thing. What if it would have been something bad? And what if she's in the ER and something goes south and she's there by herself with the kids? What are the kids supposed to be doing? Or what happens if she's driving herself to the hospital with the car full of your kids and has a medical emergency and something happens? Then what are you going to do? Then you're not just going to the hospital for your wife. You're going to the hospital for your wife and your car full of kids, you dumbass.
That could have happened.
Like, what are you doing?
4 hours that she was home alone with the kids.
Yeah.
And no transportation, right? Like that's.
I mean, I can't imagine that a husband that is who hasn't checked out of the relationship yet is not concerned when his wife is going to the hospital with the kids and being like, what are you doing? So to me, it sounds like this guy's kind of checked out of the whole thing.
Which chat says cheating. What could you possibly be doing while your spouse needs to go to the hospital and you're out running fucking errands? Like what?
Yeah, what errands are you doing that supersede the health of your family?
Yeah, like chat says, Aaron's a name. Doing errands. How many? How many errands do you know?
I mean, it's not just like he was, like she said, it'd be 15 minutes. It'd be 15 minutes. It was 4 hours. What errands are you running for 4 hours?
It doesn't, like, why are errands, period, a thing when your spouse needs to go to the hospital? Which makes me think.
It's crazy.
Like, if you get to that point where that's a possibility, either this is he views her as the girl who cried wolf, and maybe this is a more frequent thing that he's just numb to now, and he's like, oh, it's fine. It's probably nothing. He did say it's probably nothing, right? So he's being dismissive. It actually ended up being something. He's a dick. You have to take it seriously no matter what. Like, but maybe that's how he got there. Or are they both at indifference now? He's definitely indifferent. He doesn't give a flying fuck what happens to her. He's just there for the kids, and it's a blended family.
But you're also not even just like not caring about her. You just don't care about your family, your kids either. You're putting your kids in danger by leaving them with your partner who's experienced a medical episode and a medical emergency, who has to go to the hospital. And you're just like, hey, fine, go. Give me here. Take the keys, go. Take the kids, you go to the hospital. I'll be here when you get back.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Oh, and making her drive herself. It's very much like it's not the same, obviously, but I just pictured Moira and when Jocelyn's in labor, and she calls and she's talking to Johnny on the phone, and she's like, oh, Jocelyn's pulling up now. Wait, she's driving? And she's like, having a baby while she's driving. Moira's in the back seat. Yeah.
I mean, like at this point, like, hey, somebody said, make him pay the bill for an ambulance. Yeah, call an ambulance. I'm going to the hospital. So either you're coming with me or I'll call an ambulance and it'll take me there.
There's nothing.
Because there's no reason why your husband, who's supposedly a good father, and I think in the beginning said was an okay husband, like was fine.
Yeah.
And then to just completely checked out where he's like, I don't really give a shit. Have fun at the hospital. Hey, on your way back, will you pick up dinner?
The T-Witch says, look, my husband's a terrible hospital partner, but he would never, what the fuck? Yeah, this is an indifference thing. Now, indifference, is that commonly accompanied by cheating? Also, Mackenzie sent out a gift of membership on the YouTube side, received by Teelko. Welcome to the God fam, Teelko.
I just don't I get, if you're checked out on your marriage, like, I just still would think you would care enough about your kids to not put them in a dangerous situation.
Agreed.
And that's what he's doing. He's putting them in a dangerous situation. If he's reached indifference, like, that's unfortunate and that sucks. But at some point you have to be enough of good enough person to be like, well, I don't want to put my kids at risk. So yeah, I'm going to go deal with, maybe he doesn't believe all of the medical issues that she has. Maybe he's like tired. Maybe he's tired of it, right? Maybe he's in the deal like, oh, there's always something, or she's always going to the hospital, or she's always doing something. That's fine. If you don't want to support her, that's fine. But your kids are involved in this, and you're putting your kids in a potentially dangerous situation. And for that makes you a piece of shit.
Yeah. And
like,
it could be like what Renee says here. It could be medical denial with a chronically ill person. He believes she's fine until she dies. Could be something like that. Yeah. JB, travel agent member for 3 months, says, I have a defibrillator myself. When it comes to that, it's never cry wolf. Always check. Always. Yeah. That's what it should be. For whatever reason, he's gotten to this point where he's checked out. To the point where he's risking her life. Maybe he was hoping something would happen.
But again, with a car full of your kids?
Not with a car full. I mean, she was home with the kids.
I thought she had the kids with him.
No, he had the car. Oh. She was stuck at home with the kids.
I thought then she had to take the kids with her.
No. She arranged a sitter.
Well, I'm all sorts of confused then.
She arranged for a sitter.
I probably just made no sense then. But either way.
She arranged for a sitter to come watch the kids because he couldn't.
But he didn't.
Obviously. He didn't go with her.
Yeah. Anyway, the bottom line is this guy sucks. Whatever I said may not have been right, but this guy sucks. This guy sucks. That's the bottom line of this. This guy absolutely sucks.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so what? You want your wife keeling over dead there in front of your kids? That's not a traumatic thing at all.
No, I just...
It's stupid.
None of this makes sense. Not even if you hated your partner, would you do this to them or do this to your kids? Like, none of that makes sense. So
that's what I thought she said, that she took the kids.
Did she take the kids? Hold on. I'm going to go back and look. Had friends willing to watch the kids so he could go with me, but he kept making excuses. We had one vehicle, so I couldn't just take another one to go, and he refused to take me or even sit with me in the hospital. He said he was too busy. I was in there completely alone. So, I mean, she...
Oh. I could have sworn. Okay. So
now, she doesn't ever explicitly say...
Yeah, so she had the 5 kids, though, at the house by herself while this is happening. Yeah.
Good gravy.
Anyway, bottom line, this guy sucks.
Yep, this guy sucks. He was the astronaut for wanting a divorce, so now OP wants a divorce. Yeah.
No, I mean, I think your husband has just proved that he might want a divorce, and he's just afraid to ask for it or doesn't want to initiate it. But clearly, he doesn't give a shit. Like, he doesn't care.
Go back to the beginning here, OP. You say he's stern yet comforting to the kids. Not so much to me, but I've gotten used to his love language over the years, which is what? Indifference,
apparently. I mean, apparently it sounds like his love language is being a piece of shit. And you're just like, well, it's okay.
Well, she says stern yet comforting to the kids, not so much to me. So it's stern.
Is he not comforting? He's just stern?
Just stern? Like that's his love language is being a drill sergeant to you?
Yeah. This guy sucks.
Yeah, NTA OP. We'll make that official. There it is.
Yeah.
NTA. And that will do it for us today. Except we are doing VIP here shortly. So we will be queuing up for that here in a moment. Let me get some music rocking for us. Rock Wolf, dropping the Go Popular in the Heart Me. Rach, thank you so much for all the different stuff you sent there. Amy OB, the T Witch, Chantilly Lace, Katie D, Mandy, Hippie Hop Frog, Erica Hawkins, Rawls for Makeup, Marsha, Alida, Elise, Sam Gilmore, dropping even more. Elise, Kizzy Draney, Bali Ralph, or Bali Rave. Kizzy with the Roses, Themtasia Star Muller. Smoots Buddy in the house. Lils, Themtasia again. Elena, Tony Spark, Adri, Cindy Lou. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for all the love. Dark Lord says, good luck with your divorce, OP. I'm sure the glow up will be incredible. Man. He's staying just to stay, Aaron. Maybe. And maybe trying to behaviorally force her in a position where she's the one who leaves. So he doesn't have to be the bad guy that's leaving someone who's sick. Could be, right? Could be. Couple of outro notes here. The next public live is going to be Sunday, February 1st. I don't have the February scheduled yet on the YouTube side, but I have a note right here to get that scheduled. So I'll be scheduling February streams shortly. One of those is going to be my birthday stream. I turned 44. No, let me see what day that is. I turned 44 on February 10th, which is a Tuesday. So we'll probably use Wednesday the 11th as the birthday stream there. 44. Getting old, it's the white beard, all the things. 44. Naja, welcome to the Gosh Shack fam over on the TikTok side. Glad to have you. VIP will start here in about 10 to 15 minutes. That next stream will be the first at 9 p.m. Central, which we should be back on Sunday, Wednesday schedule right now. And then the next Wednesday live will be next Wednesday, the 4th of February at 3 p.m. Central. So back on schedule. We're back on track here, I think. VIPs, we'll see you here in about 10 to 15 minutes. Everybody else, we'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye now.